got one?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Let me read the title. Am I the asshole for using my friend's logic against her and making her cry?
See, I'm going to say off the bat, now hear me out here. I'm going to say no, because we do have that friend, not saying names, George, who likes to use some kind of BS logic sometimes just because he likes getting the reaction. And he has said that that is the reason, so I'm not trying to be the asshole for the context.
It's what he claims. He's a troll mongler. He likes to be that troll dude.
So initially, I'm going to say no, but I do want to get the context so that I don't jump the gun.
Yeah.
I'm currently on the Switch playing the Tears of the... I played Breath of the Wild. I'd never beat any of the main dungeons, being the 4 animals. Didn't even get that far. But I loved the game. I loved it so much. And I have thought about playing that on stream. But then they brought Tears of the Kingdom out, and I've been watching a little bit of that, and it looks so good. Like, Nintendo did a great job with that, I will say. A lot of content. Is it more content than Breath of Wild? Because it's so... I'm scared.
Yep.
But, in the meantime, give us the context.
So this has 25,000
More
thumbs
content.
up
Awesome.
or down, and 2.5 thousand comments.
Oh my god.
So this one is yeah.
There's a lot involved.
Yeah, das ist sehr gut.
Alright.
I'm just a little like, yeah, so I'm watching season 2 of Critical Role, and Liam O'Brien is his character Caleb is German, and he is just getting, every episode he gets more and more German, and I think it's so funny because, like, obviously, like, I took German in school, and like half of them took German in school, which I think is kind of funny because, you know, you'd think it would be Spanish, French.
Right.
No, half of them took German. I think it's freaking awesome. Little introduction there, but
okay.
interruption, introduction.
Insertion.
Yes. So, she, her, not me, but her, is a 36-year-old female. Context.
Okay.
She went no contact with her narcissistic family last year as she was done being their scapegoat. My friend was encouraging me to call my mother and reconcile for Mother's Day. And I explained again the emotional and mental abuse I went through and her refusal to take accountability or seek therapy. She's then lectured me on how it's hard being a parent. She's a parent, I'm not. That as the eldest, you should have helped your mom around the house more and with your younger siblings, and that I should let bygones be bygones and call my mother for Mother's Day. I told her, so you think if I had done more chores and accepted more parentification as a kid, then I wouldn't have been abused. If it's too hard to be decent to your kids, then you shouldn't be a parent. Maybe you should have helped your abusive ex-husband around the house more.
Oh.
Ooh. Maybe you shouldn't have had dinner 10 minutes late because you know his job is stressful and it's hard being a provider and a father. Next month is Father's Day. You should call and reconcile with him. How could I, as a child, stop the abusive behavior of an adult when, as an adult, you couldn't stop your husband from abusing you? She cried and walked off. Our mutual friends agree she was wrong to pressure me to reconcile with my mother, but she meant well and didn't understand, and you took it too far. I did make it a point to I did it to make a point on how abuse isn't okay from anyone, even your parents.
Alright. So, yikes. A lot to unpack here.
Yeah, I have a couple of
My blood pressure is getting up.
I think that
Yeah.
I don't think that as an abuse survivor you should ever be held responsible for that abuse.
Never.
And I mean, yeah. Do I think I would have gone that far with it? No. But, that's a rough one because,
that's rough.
I'm sure she meant well, but it didn't come across well.
It most certainly did not. I understand you're trying to make your point, but where is drawing the line?
Right, because, and as someone that, if you've experienced that abuse, wouldn't you think you'd sympathize and be a little bit more empathetic for how they feel? I think. This person says, she didn't mean very well. She assumed being a parent made her a specialist and thought she knew better than you about your own experience.
Yeah, I don't even want to touch this. Like, I'm scared.
You're scared.
It's like, how do you approach this without? Oh, there's a hole in the floor.
Oh, I thought you were just floating there for a second.
The floor disappeared, and it's a glitch.
Yeah.
I definitely did not see that there was a hole in the. Oh, okay, I see what it is.
Yeah.
I'm just bad at games.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she should be putting herself in the other woman's situation when it's not exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
And just because she had obviously a different relationship with her parents doesn't mean that that's the same way.
Right.
You know?
I also don't think it's the friend's job to get involved as well. Yeah. But I can sort of see what she was trying to do. Yeah. Probably didn't go about it the right. I don't even say the right way. Probably not the best way.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. I don't think she needed to take it that far. But a lot of people are saying not the asshole. She did a little bit of tough love.
Yes.
I can see tough love. This is a situation you can't be doing that, and I think that's kind of what the poster was going for.
Yeah.
With everything, and I can't say that she's 100% wrong on that, but I don't think I would have compared that much.
Yeah.
Because that was probably a little bit traumatic.
Yeah.
But a lot of it traumatic.
All right.
Yeah.
I think we might have time for one more post. But since this is doing so well, maybe we'll come back next week and we'll do it again. Find another fun game to go with it. People think and do things differently. Got to be careful what you give others on what kind of advice on what you do. Yes. Absolutely. Because you don't even know, everybody's life experience. I mean, there's a situation where I work where we had a guy that came over from the contractor side to be an inspector.
I'd watch.
Yeah, that's as far as I'm going to say.
Okay.
But he has oodles of experience doing this specific kind of job. And another person who, quite frankly, does not have as much, made a comment that myself and this other guy who does have a lot of experience does not have as much experience meant it in a certain way, but it still came off quite rude. So it's just one of those things where you just really gotta watch what you say.
I'm trying to look for a good one, but I'm not finding a good one. Sometimes you just gotta kind of go.
You just gotta find that needle in the haystack.
Yeah, well.
The diamond in the rough. It's how you perceive it and what kind of tone you take. Yes, tone can make or break a point.
Which is why I hate texting.
Yes.
I am a hater of the texting because you can't. It's very like you can't.
There's a little birdie.
You can't tell what anybody's tone is over text.
Yeah.
That's why I call people. I'm not finding anything good. Ooh, okay. No, I lied.
Got one.
This is an interesting one. Oh, this is a long one.
Oh. Balls to the face.
I think it's so funny. Alright. Am I the asshole for calling the police on my boyfriend's family?
I'm gonna say no, because that's just funny.
Last year I moved in with my boyfriend and his dad. My boyfriend and I were in a long-distance relationship for a few years, and I moved across the country to be with him after I finished graduate school. Due to such a large distance, I opted to sell my car and buy a new one after moving. When I did this, my boyfriend helped me out by loaning me some money to help pay the down payment, but I have since paid him back. Last week, my boyfriend's older sister, who lives in another state, came to visit and stayed in the house with us. This was my first time meeting her, and I thought she was very nice, but I didn't get to know her well.
Oh.
2 days ago, my boyfriend and I were out running errands together, and his sister called him to ask when he would be back so she could borrow his car to go hang out with her friends in a town about an hour away. He told her it would be a while, and she then asked if it was okay to borrow my car. My boyfriend asked me, and I told him I was not comfortable with that and to tell her no. My boyfriend did tell her no. I heard the entire conversation. Well, a few hours later, my boyfriend and I got home, and my car was gone. I was shocked, and my boyfriend was confused. When we went into the house, his dad informed us that he gave my boyfriend's sister the spare key to my car that was in the lockbox because he said she needed it to go somewhere. My boyfriend told him that she asked to drive my car and that we had told her no. So he didn't understand why she was allowed to take it. And his dad said that since my boyfriend helped me pay for the car, that it therefore was partly his, which meant his sister had the right to drive it as well. I was absolutely livid, and I couldn't believe that anyone would do something like that. My name is the only one on the title, insurance, etc., as I am the sole owner. She paid her boyfriend back, just to double clarify. My boyfriend told his dad to call her and tell her to bring my car back immediately, and she said she would be home soon. Well, after 2 hours, I called the police and reported my car stolen because I was worried that if it got damaged or something, then I would be forced to pay the repairs, even though it wasn't my fault. My boyfriend's dad and sister were pissed about this, and they accused me of trying to get them arrested. They are now demanding that I apologize to them and tell the police it was all a misunderstanding. But I really don't want to, because I feel like they've tried to take advantage of me. My boyfriend agrees with me, but he said he thinks calling the police to report the car stolen may have been too far. Am I the asshole? No.
No.
No. She asked first. You said no. She took it. Yep, I agree. I would have done the same thing. Because it's like she said, what if she would have gotten in a car accident? She would have had to pay for all of those damages. Because
Everything.
the car is in her name. The insurance is in her name. She's not the asshole. I would have done the same thing. And good for her for doing it.
And good for the boyfriend for sticking up for her.
Yeah. Yeah, he was kind of like, well, I think it might
I tried.
have been a little bit too much. But I think he probably didn't want to maybe rock the boat too much with his
Right, I mean...
dad and his sister. But he still defended her. And he relayed the message that, like, you know, it's her car. Like, she said no, so no.
No means no.
And he told his dad that, so fucking kudos for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.